The Newsday continues here on One News Now. I'm Maricel Halili. Lava continues to ooze out from Mount Mayon. In the past 24 hours, Mayon's lava flow has reached as far as 1.5 kilometers from its crater. Debris from collapsed lava domes have also been observed in Miisi and Bonga gullies, some 3 kilometers away from Mayon's mouth. 280 rockfall events were likewise recorded. PHIVOLCS says there are indications of inflation in Mayon's edifice, which means that there might be a buildup of magma beneath the summit. The recent magnitude 6.3 earthquake that rocked Calatagan only caused minimal damage to infrastructure, according to its town mayor. Based on the LGU's inspection, buildings, roads, and bridges in the municipality only sustained small cracks. There were also no casualties recorded. Meanwhile, PHIVOLCS reported up to 35 aftershocks from the quake since Thursday. We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Maricel Halili. India's laws have yet to acknowledge same-sex marriage, but the country's wedding industry is slowly warming up to the idea. The details in this Bloomberg Quick Take.
Some same-sex couples in India are getting socially married. India's law doesn't recognize same-sex marriages, but since the country decriminalized homosexuality in 2018, more couples are coming out and holding private weddings or promise ceremonies. And these weddings were never prohibited. The LGBTQ community is fighting a legal battle in the country's Supreme Court. Even as the Indian government is mounting its opposition for same-sex unions, the society appears to be going through a cultural shift, with there being a higher acceptance towards same-sex relationships and civil unions. A matrimonial app for the LGBTQ community called Umeed now services over 13,000 people as opposed to the 100 users it had when it started out in 2019. Rainbow Love, an LGBTQ matchmaking app, has garnered almost over 100,000 users within just 6 months since its launch. In a populous and culturally diverse country like India, the wedding market is enormous. Almost 3.2 million weddings were held in just a period of 30 days during the peak wedding season in 2022. These weddings cost over $45 billion according to the Confederation of All India Traders. There's big potential for the same-sex wedding market here as well. Indian weddings are grand and elaborate, as we all know. The festivities and celebrations can last anywhere between 1 and 4 days with hundreds of guests in attendance. An average Indian wedding can cost anywhere between $3,700 all the way up to over $120,000 or even more. As same-sex weddings are becoming less uncommon and closed-door, the community hopes that this can give a push for legalization of same-sex marriages, giving these couples the same rights as heterosexual couples.
Here's a quick look on other stories we're watching. The Education Department says schools in Albay continue to hold classes despite Mayon's unrest. However, some schools located in danger zones have opted to suspend in-person classes while volcanic activity continues. The government will be rolling out the first supply of bivalent vaccines next week. Healthcare workers and senior citizens will be the first ones to receive the jabs on June 21. And President Bongbong Marcos will remain as concurrent agriculture chief until systems in the sector are in place. He also said there are no other takers yet for the job. President Marcos has held the position since he assumed office last year. And those are the top stories of the hour. Join us later at 12 noon as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. I'm Maricel Halili. We are One News.